Hey, I'm Hannah Roy, and welcome to Fit, Faith, and Flourish, a place for Christian women to learn to live a healthy lifestyle, prioritize their faith, and flourish as a woman of God. We talk a lot about Jesus, and then some more about relationships, business, and simply living a joy-filled life in the world we live in. I am so thankful you're here, and I pray that this episode touches you. Let's get into it. If you have not tried the orange cream Coke Zero, you are missing out. I discovered it the other day, and it is absolutely delicious. I've been obsessed with drinking it. Don't judge me for drinking Coke Zero, okay? I try to be healthy. I truly do, but there are just some things in life that I will not give up. Anyways, hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. We are literally, at the time I'm filming this, 9 days out from my first ever marathon. And how I'm feeling about it is so crazy. Like, I honestly just have all of the feelings. I'm feeling so excited, so nervous, beyond blessed, scared, all of the emotions. And it's honestly just so crazy that it's actually here, because for the last 19 weeks, I've been training for this moment. And I'm about to see all the work I put in and trust the plan and trusting the process. And I am just so beyond excited. And so today I just kind of wanted to talk with you guys, like, how am I preparing for the marathon? I had some people asking me some questions about the marathon, so I kind of wanted to go through those questions and then also just kind of share with you guys some things. So I'll start off with kind of sharing with you guys how I personally am preparing for the marathon, and then I'll go over some of the questions with you guys. The first thing that I'm doing to prepare for the marathon is praying. You know, there's a lot of things when it comes to marathon training. First off, I am praying in a sense of praising the Lord for even allowing me to have this opportunity, allowing me to have a healthy body, to be able to breathe, to be able to move, and to be able to run. What a blessing that is, like, truly. And so praising God 100% for the opportunity to do this. God has just done so much in my life, and he deserves the praise. And so I'm praying in a sense of praise. I'm also praying in a sense of guidance, and I'm relying on him for strength. And I'm just asking God to strengthen my body, to allow me to have a healthy body for the marathon. For my Ironman 70.3 last year, I actually got sick. And like one day before the Ironman, I had a low-grade fever, and a couple days before that, I had a pretty bad fever, and it was just not feeling 100%. So I'm just praying for health and a strong body going into the marathon. I'm also praying for strength as I do the race. Like, I mean, I think there's always just fear that you could get an injury or hurt yourself or anything like that. So I'm really just praying for a strong and healthy body. And I am also praying for trust in the Lord. It is scary, and I'm kind of getting nervous, and I don't want to have those feelings. And of course you're going to have a little bit of them. I just don't want them to overtake me. Like, I have so many other things to worry about and so many other things to do. And I don't want the nerves and the fear to overtake me. And so I'm really just kind of trying to rely on the Lord and trust in him that he has given me this healthy body. I really just want to take this time to trust in the Lord and rely on the Lord that I have put in the work, and I am going to see it through. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that I'm just kind of trying to rely on and turn to the Lord for just the next week of nerves, of fear, of excitement, of all these things. And I just want to turn to the Lord for it. Turning to the Lord for strength, for reliance, for trust. Just kind of all those things. So I'm really, really nervous, but I'm also really, really excited. And I don't want the nerves to kind of overtake me. There's really no need. Like, I can do this. God has given me a capable body. And so just kind of turning to him when I do get nervous. The first thing that I'm doing to prepare for this marathon is praying. And if you're also watching the video on YouTube, then I'm actually wearing the AHHH Marathon Ambassador merch, which is so exciting. Yeah, I'm an ambassador for this race, and it is just so cool, truly, because if you look into the AHHH Marathon, it's actually really, really cool. Unfortunately, a few months ago, there was a hurricane there, and they weren't really sure if they were going to be able to even do the race this year. There was a lot of hurt in the community, and so the community has really come together to put on this race, and there's just a lot of raising awareness, just a lot of recovery happening there, and it is really, really cool. And I am just so excited to be a part of that community. I live about an hour and a half away from there, and so I'm just super excited just to see how they've all come together and be able to put on this race. It's really, really cool, so I cannot wait. Yeah, so first thing I am doing for the marathon is praying. Second thing I'm going to be doing for the marathon is resting and tapering. And so basically for the past few weeks, I've been tapering down 2 weeks ago, I had a 20-mile run. Last week, I had a 13.1-mile run. And then this Saturday, I have an 8-mile run. And that's really the last Saturday with my 13.1-mile run. And then this Saturday with my 8-mile run, those are the last long runs I will do. Otherwise, next week, I just have a couple really short, 3-mile runs. Monday, I'll do a 3-mile run. And then Friday, I have a shakeout run before the race, which will be super fun. Otherwise, I am resting my body. I'm going to try to make sure that I am prioritizing sleep. I'm going to prioritize rest, because the thing is, I'm at a point where my cardio can't necessarily get any better. And a lot of people sometimes before races try to really push themselves because they really want to do their best or whatever. But if you're pushing yourself right before a competition or a race, you're actually just tiring out your body. And I want my body to feel its absolute best on race day. And it is going to feel its best when I am resting. This week, I've kind of been trying to put it into practice. I have been so good about it. I've really been trying to put my phone up at 8:30 at night, 8:30 to 9. And I'm at least try to be in bed at 9:15, just reading and chilling out, because when I take time to just kind of chill before bed, it really helps me to sleep so much better. Otherwise, I'm just kind of up and about, cleaning or trying to work and just doing all these other things that just keep my mind busy and my body busy. And I just want to be restful. I want to be able to be restful in my day. I want to be restful in my night and sleep well, so then I can feel good for the race. And so resting is a really, really important key to performing well. Don't think that just exercising all the time is really going to help you be your best. Rest is so important. I think it's something that's very, very overlooked. And when it comes to resting physically, I'm also going to be resting spiritually, kind of going back to prayer, just resting in the Lord, trusting in Him and His promises, and that He's given me a capable and strong body to be able to get through this. I have no need to stress, literally no need to stress. I'm just going to rely on the Lord. So first thing I'm doing is praying. Second thing I'm doing is resting. Third thing I'm doing is fueling. And I'm fueling a lot. I haven't started that yet, but I'm going to be starting a carb load on Wednesday. Today, I actually went to the grocery store and got some stuff. We live about 30 minutes away from a Sam's, and so I was going there with a friend today, so I went ahead and got some stuff. So I got some bagels, some bread, some oats, some dates. What else did I get? I also had to make it fun. Of course, I got some nerd clusters. I got some cranberry juice, things like that, because I really need to stay carbed up before the race. And so what that kind of does is allow your body to store up carbs. So then on the race day, whenever you're outputting a ton of energy, you will not be as depleted as quick. So really it's meant to kind of help you maintain energy for a longer period of time. So I'm super excited to see how my body feels off of that. When I say I'm carb loading, it's really funny because I think a lot of people just kind of think, oh, just add in some carbs. No, it's not like I'm just adding in some carbs. I gotta have a plan if I want to fully accomplish that, which I'm going to be kind of putting together this weekend. I have to aim for 600 to 700 grams of carbs, which is a lot. I usually get around probably 200 in a day. I haven't tracked in a while, but that's kind of what I'm guessing is 200 grams of carbs in a day. And I got to do 3 times that, a little over 3 times that. So it's going to be a lot. I'm excited. I mean, I love food and I love challenging my body, and I'm excited to see how my body reacts to that. But yeah, it's definitely a lot. And so I have to kind of prepare for that and making sure that I'm fueling my body. Again, if I want to feel my absolute best on race day, that means fueling my body properly. And so I'm really, really excited to see how that goes. And I'm just excited to kind of put together a plan and have an idea of, okay, what am I going to be eating race day? And so what I'm doing is Wednesday and Thursday, I'm going to be in the way, way, way high carb range, probably 650 to 700 grams of carbs a day. And then Friday, I'm going to be going down to probably 350 to 400, kind of lowering that down. There's a few different ways you can carb load. So I'm kind of doing a mixture of them, doing it kind of a few days in advance and then kind of lowering it and tapering that down before the race. So I'm super, super excited to see how the carb loading goes. And of course, I'll be posting about it on my social media, on my YouTube video next week, and probably on my Instagram too. So make sure to keep up with that. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, or if you guys are not following me on YouTube, that's something I'm really trying to grow this year. I honestly love YouTube and I love long form content. And so it's just Hannah Roy Fit. If you guys want to go subscribe there, shameless plug. But yeah, I'll definitely be sharing a lot more of my marathon journey on there, which is just so exciting. I can't even believe I'm 9 days away. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. First thing I'm doing to prepare for the marathon is praying. Second thing I'm doing to prepare for the marathon is resting. Third thing I'm doing is fueling, and I'm fueling a lot. And fourth thing I'm doing, which kind of can relate to praying, trusting the process. Again, it can go back to I'm kind of nervous. Okay? And the fact is my longest run was 20 miles and I'm going to go run 26.2 miles. And I think it can be definitely very nerve wracking, and especially because I do want to do a decent time. To others, it's going to be slow, but to me, I do have a goal. I'll go and share my goal with you guys. So my goal is 4:35, and part of me would love to do a little better than that. I really would. I'm going to be really happy if I get 4:30. Oh, that'd be so awesome. But realistically, I think I'll probably hit a 4:35. We'll see. Again, I would even love to hit faster than that. I have no clue. That's my thing is I just don't know. And I think it can be like the fear of the unknown. And I can be fearful that, am I going to finish it? I have put in the work. I have trained for the last 19 weeks. I have barely missed a workout. I really have been so consistent, and I am so, so proud of it. I'm so proud that I've relied on the Lord for discipline. He has given me a spirit of discipline. He has given me strength, and it is so cool to see it play out. But I can doubt. The thing is doubt is only dangerous when you play into it. When you play into it. And I don't want to play into it. I want to trust the process. I want to trust my plan. I have been using Runna, and seriously, I have grown so much using that app. Like, yes, I do work with them. Yes, I have a code with them, but seriously, they have helped me so much. I get to go into each week not even questioning, okay, this is my plan for the week. And I've definitely gotten faster. Like, it has given me speed workouts, it's given me hills, and my pace is a lot better than it used to be. I can hit times that I didn't think I'd be able to hit. And it is just so cool to see that. Like, I'm hitting these consistent miles, like in the 9:30 range sometimes. I never used to be able to do that. And I actually like feel strong doing it. So my pace probably for the race, I think will probably be around like 10:30. That's my goal. If I could do 10:30, that would be great. But I just cannot believe I've even been here at this point, about to run this marathon, hitting some certain paces. Like, Runna has seriously helped me so much, and I need to trust the plan that was given to me. I need to trust the work that I put in is going to play out awesome on Saturday. And so if you guys are wanting to start running, like, I'm going to totally plug Runna. Like, it is seriously an amazing app. All the features that they have on there, it's being like top 1 rated running app, and that is for a good reason. It's been really, really cool to see its growth over the past year. And so I have my code Hannah Roy. You can use it for 2 weeks free if you just want to try it out, or if you have any questions about the plan or what it looks like, please let me know. Running is seriously so fun, and I will tell everyone to start running. And if you want to start running, using that app, because it will make it a lot easier for you. But yeah, if you want to start running, just using that app will make it a lot easier for you. So the next thing I'm doing is trusting the process. After that, some fun things I'm doing is picking a race day fit. So I've kind of been working on it, and there's a couple things that are actually in the mail right now. So I've ordered like 3 different running vests. Okay, look, I've heard so many things that like you're not supposed to try new things on race day. So I am going to be hoping to try them out beforehand. But there is this brand called Saturday Strides. If you're a running girl, you've probably seen it. It's going everywhere. But they have literally the cutest running socks, and they're sending me a pair of running socks. And so I'm hoping to get them this week. If I don't, I'm getting kind of nervous. But I'm supposed to be getting a pair of running socks from them, and they're so cute. They're like athletic endurance socks, but then they all have these little like frills on the end. It's so cute. And then I also ordered a few different running vests because I'm trying to match my outfit. I'm not going like crazy insane or anything like that, but I just want to feel cute and confident. Like, when you feel cute and confident, you are going to run better, and you're just going to feel better about the race. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And then I also ordered a pair of shorts from LSKD, and I did splurge a little bit on that because I'm really looking for a pair of running shorts that I love. And they're a 5-inch seam, and so I'm hoping that they're long enough. I'm 5'8", and so sometimes as a tall girl, 5-inch seam would be like way too long for some people, but for me, it can sometimes be a little bit short. But I really like the pair of shorts because they have like spandex built in, and then they have like a layer over them, and they have kind of like some pockets on the side so I can put gels and stuff in them. But so yeah, I'm kind of trying to put together like a race day fit, which is just so fun. And then if you guys are watching the video, you'll see. So I was in Disney a couple weeks ago, and I went and checked out the race expo there. And I got this little like glitter star, and I think I'm going to put that like on my arm. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing for my hair yet, but just kind of like things like that. I'm planning out what I'm going to wear for the race, what I'm going to look like for the race. And it's just like fun things like that make running fun. Like, so many people say, you know, like fitness, running, things like that isn't a fashion show. And like, no, it's not. But at the same time, like, if you feel fashionable and you feel cute, you're going to run faster, period. Like, that's just how it works. And so I'm just kind of having some fun, like putting together some little inspiration for that, and I'm excited to kind of get in my outfit and see. I said I ordered a few running vests. I'm not just keeping all of those running vests. I'm going to keep one of them and return them. Like, I'm not just trying to go crazy here, but I think it is fun to like reward myself for the process. Like, I've honestly worked really, really hard over the past 19 weeks, and being able to reward myself with a race day outfit is kind of fun. Along with the race day outfit, I kind of wanted to go get my nails done, but I don't know if I'm going to go pay to do that. Honestly, do I need to do that? I don't know. I'm definitely at least going to do my nails here. I have like a gel nail kit, and it's not like, I'm not great at it. You know what? I'm absolutely not, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to make them look cute and try to match my outfit. So I can't do those yet until I figure out what outfit I'm wearing, but I will definitely, of course, be sharing all that with you guys. That's just kind of like a fun thing and a fun way that I'm preparing for my marathon. Another thing I'm doing is putting together a playlist, which I actually kind of started doing today a little bit with one of my friends. We hung out today and we started putting together a little bit of a race day playlist. And I texted a couple of my other friends who have like some really good song suggestions. They always are playing some bops. So I asked them to kind of send me some songs. And of course I have some ideas, but like I think it's really important for me to have a race day playlist, because just being able to have stuff that will stick to the cadence you want to do, that will keep you pumped up, keep you going. Like, I mean, I'm going to be running for 4.5 hours at least. 4.5 hours. Oh my goodness. So I definitely need a lot of stuff that's going to keep me pumped. And like, it's not as easy as you think to put together a race playlist, because I have to put something that's literally going to go for 4.5 hours. And I want to put in order of like, okay, I need this here. I know I'm going to need this probably around like mile 20 to pump me up. I'm going to need this at the end to pump me up to finish. Like, you got to put together a good race day playlist, and it can be a challenge. So I'm working on that, which is going to take some time. And then kind of going back to the fueling, is I'm still kind of working on putting together like a plan for what my fueling will look like. So honestly, like just the process of getting ready for a marathon is so fun. And also just knowing that like all the work that you have put in is about to literally come into play next week, which I just cannot stress to you guys how excited I am. Like, running is something that has taught me so much. Running is something that's challenged me in so many ways, has really grown my relationship with the Lord, has just shown me a whole new way that my body is capable. Like, running is something that you can get better at every single time you run, and just seeing what your body is capable of. Like, I hit that new mile, I ran a little bit faster this time. Like, it is seriously just so cool. It brings me so much joy. And also just the way that running is like booming so much, it really allows you to like grow relationships with people and make friends and get out in the community. And it is just so fun. And so far, those are the ways that I'm getting ready for the marathon. I do want to kind of get on my phone and answer a couple questions from my Instagram. How many long runs do I do per week? So this is kind of a hard question, because everybody's going to define a long run as something different. But for me, I usually just do one long run a week, and that's usually on like Friday or Saturday. So my long runs obviously like built up over time. Like at first it was like 4 mile, then 6, 8, 10, 12. Like my last long run was 20 miles. But then like the week that I did my 20 miles, like I think I had like a 4 mile run and then like some intervals. And so usually like throughout the week, I do like medium distance runs for me, which is like anywhere from like, I would say 4 to like 6 to 8 miles. But usually even the highest I hit during the week is like a 6 mile run. And then I do my long run on the weekend. So long runs kind of defined differently for everybody. But for me, like my long run is usually, I usually only do one long run and the medium distance run. So usually I'll do like a couple 4 mile runs throughout the week and things like that. And like a regular 4 mile run, and then like a speed run and the easy run, or different things like that, or like hills, intervals, things like that. But only one long run per week. Somebody asked what my recovery process is for post run. And so what my recovery process usually looks like is stretching for sure. Now that it's getting a little bit warmer out, I definitely want to use my cold plunge. I used it once the other day. That's a really great way to recover. I love to take baths at night with like Epsom salts and essential oils. I really enjoy doing that. I also have something called a chirp. I'll actually link it in the show notes, and it is literally amazing. It's kind of like, it's really hard to describe. It's kind of like a foam roller-ish, but like it's automatic and it will move on your body, and it's really great. I will put it on like my feet and my calves and my thighs and Achilles, everything like that. It's literally amazing. Some of these things are like a little bit more splurge. So like the chirp is definitely like a splurge. I have these recovery wraps, which I absolutely love. They're definitely like a splurge as well. They kind of like compress your legs. Those always feel really great. What's another way? I do take creatine, which can definitely help with recovery. Making sure I'm fueling my body. Like fueling your body really does help with recovery. As far as protein, that helps with building muscle, recovery, carbs, everything like that. And also sleep. Like I prioritize sleep. I really try to prioritize that, because that's how I'm going to feel my best and how my body is going to be able to recover and perform its best. So sleep is really important. So those are kind of my favorite ways to recover. I had somebody ask, what kind of stretches do you do before running? I kind of want to go into stretching just a little bit. So there's kind of two different forms of stretching. There's dynamic stretching and then there's static stretching. So dynamic stretching is more of like a warm up where you're kind of moving and warming up your body, like arm swings, leg swings, kind of moving around. Static stretching is when you hold a stretch. So like if I'm like pulling my quad back, or if I'm pulling my arm over and holding that stretch. So before a run, I do dynamic stretching, moving my body, things like that. And then I do static stretching after a run. So I hope that kind of makes sense. But before a run before workout, you just kind of want to get your body moving, get your body pumping, get your blood flowing to your muscles, everything like that. And so that's what I do before a run. And then after a run is when I do more like static stretching. Somebody asked, what program do I follow to train? Like I mentioned earlier, I use Runa. Seriously recommend it. Could not recommend it enough. I will leave a link in the show notes for that. Tips and advice for going into a marathon as far as mindset goes. And you guys, kind of like I mentioned earlier, mindset is such a big thing. I will tell you right now that your mind will always like to give out before your body can. Running is such a mental game. Running is such a mental game. I cannot even stress that enough. And so you got to ignore your mind. Like you have to know that you are capable. God has given you a strong body. Rely on him for strength. Like running is a thing that I am constantly in communication with the Lord, asking him for strength and endurance and discipline to continue. And I don't want to, and to push my body when I know that I can push it, but I just don't want to. I just don't feel like I can, but I know that I can. Running is such a mental thing. And so like having scripture, you know, like remembering verses like I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I'm just kind of keeping things in your mind and mottos in your mind, you know, like I actually want to look up some, like people a lot of times why they like write stuff down like on their arm or even just like try to remember certain like mantras. So like taking it 1 mile at a time. I know before I did my Ironman, like some of me and my friends, we kind of looked up some, I don't really remember many of them. But just like having race mantras can be really helpful just to know that like you can push through, and having those little reminders that can really help you there. Yeah, I think those are kind of like the main questions that I wanted to answer. Somebody asked like if I track macros, and I don't anymore really. I still kind of try to stay really high protein, good balance of fats and carbs. And then obviously like for the race, I am going to be tracking pretty much because I have to make sure I'm hitting a certain amount of carbs for carb loading. But yeah, I hope that those questions were kind of helpful for you. Of course, if you guys have any questions, I mentioned in like my first podcast episode of the year that I just want to be a resource for you guys. Like I want to serve you guys. So if you guys ever have any questions, like do not hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram or try to email me. I love being a resource. I love sharing my journey with you, and I love sharing my faith with you guys. It is seriously so amazing that I get a platform to even get to do that. Like it seriously is just the best blessing in the world. I love getting to share my life with you guys, and I'm super excited to share more content from my marathon. I can't wait to update you guys on how it goes. I'm just so excited, you guys. I seriously cannot wait. I feel just so beyond blessed to even get to be here, to get to run a marathon, to have the opportunity to do that. And yeah, I hope this episode was helpful for you. I hope that it just kind of encouraged you that if you want to start running, start running. It was just kind of a fun one just to share with you guys some ways that I'm preparing for my marathon. But yeah, I cannot wait. 9 days away. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. Remember to shine bright for Jesus, and I'll see you guys next time. So proud of you for finishing another episode. If you have any questions or thoughts, you can find me on Instagram at Hannah Roy Fit. It would mean so much to me if you wouldn't mind to review and share this podcast. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys in the next episode.